Well, shall we go ahead and continue with
Yes.
chatting about music a little bit? So, I wanted to ask a little bit about each of your backgrounds as musicians. If you don't mind, first I'd like to ask you, Nerissa. I know, the pressure's on. You gotta be first.
Me?
Yes.
Well, I actually got my start just singing and doing actually English translations to Japanese songs, which sounds funny because obviously my Japanese is not very good yet, and my Japanese was definitely not as good as it is now when I was doing a lot of my beginner, like, kind of entry level stuff. But it's something I deeply love and just always felt as someone who loved anime and loved Japanese music, I was always like, I really want to understand this on a deeper level that reading the translations, I feel like, isn't able to convey. So I kind of started looking into and learning how to localize effectively and really understand, quote unquote, what I was listening to, even if I couldn't necessarily understand the words, but via translations and so on and so forth. And it's a really fun process. And obviously I love singing. I've done choir. I've for a long time, 8 years, I did like traveling performances as well and competition. So it's always been something I've just been like, I have to sing or I can't be happy. Only more recently have I dabbled in writing more original lyrics, and it's something I still struggle with because I'm like, whoa, my feelings? Impossible. I can't share those. They're secret. So that's been a learning experience for me. But I really, really admire you guys who are just like, every time, Callie, especially when you come out with a song and it's like, seems so deeply personal, I'm like, that's what I want to be able to do. That's so amazing. So I just think people like you guys who could just do it so effortlessly is so impressive to me. But so that's sort of my background as a musician. Been doing this now, I think, 18 years about.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm an old woman.
Was there something that made you want to sing?
I don't know really. I just loved it so much. The first time. Yeah, the first time I think it was a Higurashi song I heard. And yeah, Higurashi no Nakokoro ni, there was a Dear You series of songs. And I was like, whoa, this is so like cute. I love it and I wanted to sing it. And so I found just a regular English translation and I sung it very badly. I was so terrible, by the way. I still have this recording and I laugh every time. Cute. I was like, this is awful. But at the time, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. I'm amazing.
That's so cute.
Important though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah. Humble beginnings on like a little antenna microphone in my basement. Yeah.
Now look at what you're doing. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Can't believe I've come this far.
And you'll go even further. That's crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Wow, that's really sweet. What about you, Lotus-san? What are your musical beginnings?
Beginnings. Yeah, I think I told you it's just before the mic, before recording this, but shopping with my girlfriend, 1998, 1999. I'm hearing all these hip hop music that I wasn't really resonating with. And I'm like, maybe I could do better. And my friend who was organizing an event convinced me to perform, and somehow he did, and found a track maker, then started performing. My friend saw me perform my terrible first performance. Yeah, I'm glad that we didn't have smartphones back then.
Oh yeah, lucky.
No video recording. Yeah. And he wanted me to join his crew, and we performed at a club called Venos in Shibuya. And and so many that was the beginning, and from then on these like organizers asked us to perform regularly. So I had like 3-4 gigs every month, doing shows at clubs, and we were just having fun, and that was it.
Just having a good time. That's cool. And then you got scouted to do music for games. It's crazy.
That's right. Yeah.
Anime.
You know,
It's nuts.
yeah, one thing led to another.
That is a crazy dream.
How about you?
Honestly. Oh.
Yeah, come on, Calliope Mori.
Yeah.
You join in
Oh,
too.
me. Oh goodness. Well, I always wanted to be a comic artist my whole life. I did not have any interest in making music. until I was in adulthood. I was like middle of college, about to exit college actually. And I was writing comics, I was trying to get into animation, and I started listening to this band. I think a lot of people know TYPE is my favorite band. I started listening to their music, and I saw their music videos because they were like animated music videos, and that was my field of work. And I started liking music so much, and I found out about the Japanese otaku rap scene, and I thought it was really cool. And I still think it's cool. I still think it's super awesome that people rap about things that they love and their hobbies and their interests and their favorite anime, or even like a pachinko machine, like whatever. Just whatever you like, right? And so I thought that was so cool. I thought to myself, I thought that people making rap could only talk about very specific subjects, which was very close-minded of me, I guess. And Japanese rap opened up a whole new window to me where I thought to myself, wow, these people in Japan are just rapping about their hobbies. That's really cool. I really like that. And so I got into it, and I thought, I want to make music too. And at the time, I was only thinking to myself, I really want TYPE to notice me. I want them to see that I'm really good and want to make a song with me and stuff like that. And that was all I was thinking about. But as I was making the music, I realized little by little, hey, I actually really like making songs. And my roommates would message me and be like, I just heard like your first song drop, and they'd always say like, I can tell you have potential or something like that. Like they'd never say like, oh, I think it's good. They'd say like, you sound like you're gonna be really good someday or something like that. Which was very nice, and I really appreciated that. And ever since then, after that, I just kept going back to Japan and participating in the underground like net rap scene, and that was my scene for a long time before I auditioned for Holo, and then also realized I like singing and I like making rock music. I've always loved rock music since high school, so that's kind of, those were my beginnings, and now here I am, you know. And I've always written my own lyrics though, just because I always felt weird singing lyrics that aren't my own. Because it just doesn't, I think that there are folks that can really do an excellent job with that, and embody the feeling and vibe behind those lyrics and the message behind them. But for myself personally, it just feels wrong if they're not my own words. I think some of it stems from my roots in Japanese rap, especially because everyone writes their own lyrics. As an MC, it is unheard of to be rapping someone else's lyrics. Yeah. Pretty much everyone writes their own stuff, which kind of bled into like my musical exploits, writing songs that aren't rap, writing songs that are like rock or ballads or even pop. It all kind of, I guess my lyricism, like writing myself, stems from being a rapper in the past. So but yeah, those are my beginnings. So
nice.
Yeah, we all
everybody got roots.
Everybody's got roots. Everybody's very different too. I feel like we all have extremely different roots, but yeah, it's cool. We can get together and talk about it because we all just love music so much. I also wanted to ask Nerissa, like, and Lotus, of course, but first, starting with you, Nerissa. I know, putting you on the spot, you gotta answer first. What was was there like a turning point where you realized that you wanted music to be like your full-time job?
I feel like I've always wanted to do a little bit of everything. So I've always consistently loved making music, but for a while I was like, I want to be a musical theater stage performer. Oh, I want to be a voice actor, you know, like all these things. But everything also always kept coming back to music for me, where I was like, oh yeah, I want to do these things, but music was the one really consistent thing that it was like, if I can't be doing music, I don't think I'll ever be happy. Right. So I think, especially in maybe high school, is when it really hit for me that I was like, I genuinely cannot have a smile on my face if I'm not working on music. So I think maybe this is what I'm meant to be doing. And to be quite honest, I never expected that I'd actually be able to live that dream. Like there were many points where I was very close to being like, maybe I have to give up on my dream. So the fact that I'm here now and able to do the thing that I love so much is so like, so whoa.
Dream come true.
Yeah, like a blessing, right?
Yeah, seriously.
That's so cool. I'm certainly glad that you're here, Nerissa.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy that you're here with me chatting with Lotus Juice about music.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm looking forward to exploring your music.
Oh,
She's so good.
No.
If you think that my vocal chops are good, you will be blown away by Nerissa. She's crazy.
Yeah, because I heard like a couple of songs already, and I was like, whoa.
No, she's
She
insane.
can sing in Japanese and English too. It's like, it's crazy.
I love
So good.
it. I wish I had half of either of your lyric writing chops though. I'll
No,
keep working hard so
you're
I can get even better.
fantastic. You already write great lyrics. Keep up the good
Thank
work,
you.
Nerissa. I believe in you.
Keep doing my best to impress you.
Hanbare.
That's my secret. You're like, oh, I want to impress fake type. I need to impress Calliope Mori. When Calliope Mori comes into my DMs one day and is like,
Right.
Nerissa, those lyrics. Oh my god, then that's the day I'm like, I made it.
Girl.
Guys are so cute.
You don't have anything to worry about for real.
I'm something of a fan.
Oh, what the heck? That's amazing. We can all be fans of each other, though, especially in Holo. It's so
Yeah.
nice that we're cheering for each other and are fans of each other. Everybody keeps getting better and better.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right? Well, now I have to ask Lotus on when did you realize that music was, well, not just music. I know you do voiceover too.
Yeah.
When did you realize that all this
narrating,
was gonna be? your thing?
during college, couldn't imagine myself becoming a salary manager parent.
Oh.
Yeah, especially, you know, with education in the States and coming back here, couldn't really adjust to the Japanese culture. I needed to do something that, same as you, Nerissa, I wanted to have a smile on my face and, you know, working part-time, like for a moving company or some izakaya. You know, I was like, man, I can't live like this. So I made sure that if I find something that interests me and makes me have a smile on my face, I made sure that this is it. I'm gonna put my work on it, pay my dues, and made sure that this worked, and took that chance, and I'm glad it worked.
Yeah, look at you now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, right. It's unbelievable. Still surreal.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a dream story. I feel like everybody here has kind of like a dream story that's kind of
Yeah.
unfolded here.
But I feel like three of us have a thing in common that we kind of believed in ourselves, I think. You know, like, and we truly love music. Like, from my perspective, I don't slack off. I like when I'm in a project, I make sure that I satisfy myself first. Like, I want to, you know, it's like Atlas asked me to make a song, I write it. If I don't like it, I can't present it to Atlas. So I'm working harder than I supposed, but like, I made sure that I'm at a certain stage or certain level, and then that's when I present myself. So I'm sure you guys are like that too.
Yeah.
Like,
Picky
since you
people.
since you love it, like you don't want to, you know, just do it and just kind of do it like a job, you know.
Right. Exactly. I feel like over the years it's also definitely developed a lot, because back in the day when I was first starting music, I'd get like a mix back and I'd have like a sentence worth of feedback, or I'd be like, oh, it's great. But then as I continued in the music industry, now my feedback for mixes is like several paragraphs long. Or I'll start off by saying, this is fantastic, and then I'll give a page worth of feedback or something like that, you know, because and then I'll be like, oh, let me retake these lines, like let me re-record these, which I never did in the beginning. You know, like we're chasing perfection, I feel, especially the longer that we're in this. I mean, I'm definitely a lot greener than you are, Lotus, but I feel like these days I've really been super strict with myself with a lot of my works, and I'm like, oh god, this is what it means to be strict about your art, I guess, and like want to make sure you make good stuff, you know? For sure.
Yeah, it's always for the best, so
I want to be satisfied with it, you know?
Yeah.
100%. Because, like, it's the worst when a song is released and you're, like, re-listening to it on Spotify and you're like, oh,
But if I had just done this differently, if I had just done this better.
Right. I mean, but it happens all the time though. Like release a song, a year later, it's like, oh man, I could do so much better now. You know, because you are so much better than a year ago. So I think it's just something that we gotta live with
Yeah, it's just how it goes, I guess.
How it goes.
Well, but I mean, still, I wouldn't, even though that feeling is pretty hard to deal with, I wouldn't trade being a musician for anything. I don't think.
Same.
No. Yeah, same here, man.
It's worth it, for sure.
Definitely.